My book has been challenged a number of times, but all were appealed. In 1987, it was banned in Florida by a principal, but repealed by a class action lawsuit. In 1992, offensive words were blacked out in a California school, but this was reversed. In 2006, parents wanted it to be banned in Texas for its portrayal of Christians. This obviously never happened. Well, said Beatty, the crisis passed and all is well. The sheep return to the fold. We're all sheep who have strayed at times. Truth is truth. To the end of reckoning, we've cried. They are never alone that are accompanied with noble thoughts. We've shouted to ourselves. Sweet food of sweetly uttered knowledge. Sir Philip Sidney said that. But on the other hand, words are like leaves, and when they most abound, much fruit of sense beneath is rarely found. Alexander Pope. What do you think of that, Montag? I don't know. Careful, whispered Faber, living in another world far away. Or this, a little learning is a dangerous thing. Drink deep or taste not the Pierian spring. Their shallow draughts intoxicate the brain, and drinking largely sobers us again. Pope, same essay. Where does that put you? Montag bit his lip. I'll tell you, said Beatty, smiling at his cards. That made me you that made you for a little while a drunkard. Read a few lines and off you go over a cliff. Bang, you're ready to blow up the world, chop off heads, knock down women and children, destroy authority. I know, I've been through it all. I'm all right, said Montag nervously. Stop blushing. I'm not needling. Really, I'm not. Do you know, I had a dream an hour ago. I lay down for a cat nap. In this dream, you and I, Montag, got into a furious debate on books. You towered with rage, yelled close at me. I calmly parried every thrust. Power, I said, and you, quoting Dr. Johnson, said knowledge is more than equivalent to force. And I said, well, Dr. Johnson also said, dear boy, that he is no wise man that will quit a certainty for an uncertainty. Stick with the fireman, Montag. All else is dreary chaos. Don't listen, whispered Faber. He's trying to confuse. He's slippery. Watch out. Beatty chuckled. And you said, quoting, truth will come to light. Murder will not be hid long. And I cried in good humor, oh God, he speaks only of his horse. And the devil can cite scriptures for his purpose. And you yelled, the age thinks better of a gilded fool than a threadbare saint in wisdom school. And I whispered gently, the dignity of truth is lost with much protesting. And you screamed, carcasses bleed at the sight of the murderer. And I said, patting your hand, what, do I give you trench mouth? And you shrieked, knowledge is power. And a dwarf on a giant's shoulder sees the farthest of the two. And I summed up my side with rare serenity in the folly of mistaking a metaphor for proof, a torrent of verbiage for a spring of capital truths in oneself as an oracle, is inborn in us, Mr. Valery once said. My book was published at a time when people feared other ideas, for example, communism. It wanted all text portraying it destroyed. This was the main theme of Fahrenheit 451. Although this book is now a classic, at the time it was considered taboo because it went against the common belief that was practiced, McCarthyism. I don't think any book should ever be banned, and this one is no different. The fact that this is a banned book is very ironic. If there was any reason all for this book to be banned, it would be for its portrayal of Christians. But, as a Christian, I say, suck it up. We've had white Jesus for the past millennia, so our religion obviously has been influenced by culture.